I'm precisely 9 days behind on today's video. This has been on my mind for a long time. For some reason or the other, there were so many new things coming along the way. There were some questions. So every day since 1st of September, I was showing up here and answering a question or something that happened with me that I wanted to reflect on my daily videos that I completely missed today's video concept. So before I explain what this is, let me tell you who this is for. This is for you no matter where you are in your life, in your career, in business, and no matter how what kind of a struggle you're dealing with or what kind of a success you're dealing with. Okay, so this is practically for everyone. So that said, what I want you to do is, by the time you can pause this video right now and go do this, which is, and if you're driving and you're listening to this or you're watching this while working on some machinery or something like that, don't do it yet, but go to LinkedIn or go to Facebook and then search this word, the great lock-in. Okay, search this term, the great lock-in. And if you do not know what this great lock-in is, then obviously I'm going to be explaining that in a second here on this video. But then if you already know what it is, then I'm going to give you my spin on it. Okay, so let's talk about what this great lock-in is and why everybody is talking about this. So September 1st is the 121-day mark or 121 days. So September 1st, September 1st is a mark or the marker indicating that there are only 121 days more left in this year. And people, the idea behind the 1st September is that if you have coasted on all your goals throughout this year and all the nine months are gone, 8 months are gone, so you have 4 more months to get it done. So you lock in with focus, you lock in with discipline, and you create momentum. So you have 121 days to make up for the last 8 months. So these 4 months, depending upon which post you are reading on LinkedIn or Facebook, different people have different spin on this, but this is what most people are calling the 121-day sprint. A sprint, if you're into software development, you're in IT, you can understand, or in project management, you can understand the word sprint, what a sprint is. Otherwise, Google this also. Okay, so why this is important, why this is trending, is because most people, despite of being aware of what this 121-day great lock-in is, they still coast. So they get excited about this, and I'm hoping that by the time I'm done with this video, you'll get excited about this. But then they coast. They get excited in the month of the 1st of September, or we are, as I'm recording this video, today is the 9th of September, and within about 20 minutes, I'm going to be uploading this video. But people get excited and they coast. They don't do anything. And next thing you know, you are into the holidays. So you're coasting into the holidays. Nothing gets done. And then 1st of January is when everybody is waiting to have a fresh start. Why don't we make 1st of September as 1st of January and accomplish everything we committed to ourselves in this year, and then start the next year with a new level of mind or a new level of freshness altogether. So by 1st of January, you are ahead of other people. That's the idea behind this. Interestingly, this is the time where there are major opportunities, and this is the time where people do not take this time seriously, and then they're saying, okay, nobody's hiring, nothing is happening, everybody is going into vacation and all, and they miss out on what would otherwise could have been the biggest opportunity in their lifetime. So this is where the biggest opportunities are missed, and I want you to take this time very, very seriously. That's the idea behind today's video. Okay, common pitfall, as I said, start in September, fade out by October. People do get excited, and they get excited and then start doing something here and there. They don't have a plan, they don't have a framework, and next thing you know, by October, everything goes away. So you need to have a framework. So I'm going to share with you my framework on this. This is how I've approached last year, this year also, a little bit better this year. And over the years, I've refined this. And there are 4 steps to this framework very, very quickly. The first and the foremost is that you start with one big goal, not 10 goals, just one big goal. And there are other things that show up as your goals, but they are not. So I want you to spend some time, focus, and decide which is that one big thing that you want to go after. As I'm saying that, I myself am going after a very big thing for the next 4 months. For myself, I have a big goal for next 4 months that I wanted to accomplish earlier in the year, but then, as you know, so I'm going to use this video as one of my triggers, honestly. Okay. The second one is identify who you want to become, not just what you want to accomplish. You still have to do what you have to do, but it's also important that you become also that which you otherwise should, so that you can carry on and you can sustain the success. And of course, whoever is watching this channel, this is a self-improvement, personal development channel. So I'm expecting that if you're a subscriber, you're watching this video as a subscriber, or you're watching this video for the second time, or me for the second time or third time, that means you are interested in self-improvement. So you got to become who you want to become. And that's the pursuit. That's the real pursuit, by the way. And of course, you have to still keep doing what you have to do to get there anyway. So becoming who you want to become is important. So you got to be using that time also. Instead of taking this 121 days as a one large big sprint, you do what is called micro sprints. So I suggest you do 7-day sprints, and then use one day at the end, maybe a Sunday, to kind of do what we call the retrospective, and look into yourself and say, okay, things, what worked, what did not work, what can I change and all. But you don't change the goal. The big goal is still there, and then you have small little goals under that big goal. And those small little goals are broken down into sprints, and you got to accomplish every week from here on. That's the idea. Okay. Yeah. So 7-day sprints, and then you do a review at the end of that week on Sundays. So those are the 4 steps. That's the 4-step framework. You start with one big goal, then you pursue not only to accomplish that big goal, but also pursue who you want to become along the way. And then you do 7-day sprints, and you review what you have done at the end of 7 days. Those are 4 steps. Now, some tools. Let's talk about that. Now, there's a lot of hype around the AI tools right now. Things like Notion. I mean, there's so many apps. I use an app called To Do. It's a very simple app, wonderful app that I use. I mark all my tasks. I get them done by the end of the day. It's wonderful how it works. You list the tasks, and then you just move your finger, you wipe out those tasks on the phone. It's an amazing tool. People have told me I have a, AI habit tracker. You could subscribe, get free, pay, whatever you have to do, you got to do. I still take notes on paper. I still use my notebooks everywhere. And even for this video, I wrote down some notes on paper, and so that I know what I'm covering and all that, at least mentally. So I look at my notes maybe 3-4 times before recording this video. Not that I have to practice every word, but just these are my 3 or 4 talking points. I still take notes. That's the point. And then finally, you reduce consumption and you increase creation. So reduce consumption, increase creation. And the idea behind that is you act like an online store where every day you have to ship something. The orders are coming in, you are shipping. Act like a software company where every day, or a head of software development or something like that. Every day you have to ship code. Every day you have to release. Every day you have to push your code. Something, kind of frame that model in the mind where you are envisioning that you are doing something for the outside world, and you're showing that, you're displaying that as a value shipment rather than you consuming yourself. Okay, those are the tools. Those are some of my ideas on this. But do go and now check the Great Lock-in. And once you do check what Great Lock-in is, and different people have different opinions on LinkedIn and Facebook, do write a comment and let me know what is that you are going to lock in. What is that one big goal that you want to pursue right now? drop me a comment, let me know. If you make a comment, then I can go back and forth with you a little bit and we can communicate. If you press that like button, then I can reach some more people. And if you subscribe to this channel, then I'm in front of you every day at this point. But do all this provided you find value. You found value. Okay, do all this if you found value. If not, do not do this. Do not subscribe. Do not press that like button if you did not if I did not contribute to your thinking and to your success. This is a 10-minute video right now, and that's all. And 10 minutes are good enough to know if somebody's on the right track or on the wrong track or on a lost track. Okay, so that's all for now. Wherever you are, you be safe, and regardless whether you comment or you like or you subscribe, but do lock in and take advantage of this great lock-in. Do something. Okay, so if not a major goal, at least some goals, some accomplishments, so that you empoweringly step into 1st of January. Okay, that's all for now. You be safe wherever you are, and I'll be with you as early as tomorrow. Bye now.